Hello everyone, my name's Elspeth. Welcome to the Planeswalker Pantheon, and today we are opening up a Ravnica Remastered Collector Booster Box. Let's get into it, shall we? Actually, at my store, we've actually been pretty lucky. We've had a couple of serialized cards opened, which is pretty neat. I haven't gotten lucky as of yet, but, you know, maybe this time. Of course, we've got the wonderful Niv Mizzet Reborn artwork. But yeah, let's get into this beautiful little box of trading cards. Oh, they're really packed in there. I thought I'm getting weaker. I don't know. But we'll start with this one. Alright. Ooh, foil old border pithing needle. 1 mana for an artifact. When enters the battlefield, choose a card name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Always a good staple. Ooh, Krenko Mob Boss, 2/2 red legendary creature, Goblin Warrior, 3/3. Tap to create X/1/1 red goblin creature tokens, where X is the number of goblins you control in the anime art of all things. Oh, Pack Rat. Standard staple from when I first started playing. 1 and a black for a creature rat. It's a star sign where its power and toughness are each equal to the number of rats you control. 2 and a black, discard a card. Create a token that's a copy of Pack Rat. Void Slime. Green and 2 blue for an instant. Counter target spell, activated ability, or triggered ability. Boros Guildgate. Ooh, Aetherize in the old border. When there was Boros Guildgate in the old border foil. Gruul Guildgate, Gruul Signet, and everything is just the foils right through for the rest. Okay, a little bit to get the order, but that's a pretty solid start. So, Sapling. Foil or border Void Slime, we won't read it. Ooh, Japanese Old Hearts Prime Speaker Zagana. 2/2 green and 2 blue legendary creature Merfolk Wizards, a 1/1. Enters the battlefield with X+1/+1 counters on it, where X is the greatest power among other creatures you control. And when it enters the battlefield, you draw cards equal to its power. Pariah Shield, 5 mana for an artifact equipment. All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to equipped creature instead, and equip it for 3. Legion Warboss, 2 and a red for a creature, Goblin Soldier. It's a 2/2 with Mentor, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 red Goblin creature token. That token gains haste until end of turn, attacks this combat if able. Seer Safety, very nice foil old border. 4 and a white for an enchantment. Creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless their control plays X for each of those creatures, where X is the number of enchantments you control. Old border Frilled Mystic. Old border Totally Lost, and we've got our foil Guildgate and our uncommons and commons. Fibble flip. Alright, next one up. Spirit. Ooh, foil anime artwork Tidespout Tyrant. 5 and triple blue for a creature Dijin. It's a 5/5 flying, and whenever you cast a spell, return a target permanent to its owner's hand. Yes, permanent. That includes lands. Ooh, 4 border Old Heart Cyclonic Rift, 1 in a blue for an instant. Return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. Overload it for 6 in a blue. I might have to play a blue deck now because that's gorgeous. Old border Udvara Hellkite, 6 and 2 red for a creature dragon, it's a 6/6 with flying. And when a dragon you control attacks, create a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying. And then Assure Assemble for 2 Selesnya, instant, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Or assemble for 4 and green and white for an instant, create 3 2/2 green and white elf knight creature tokens with vigilance. Ooh, old border for Necromancer, Guildgate, regular Necromancer, and then our Guildgate, and our uncommons, and our commons. That's been a solid, it's only been 2-3 packs, I'm already pretty solid in. I mean, if it's not, Shocklands, Cyclonic Rift is a very good hit. Got a bird. Foil Old Border Chromatic Lantern, 3 mana for an artifact. Lands you control have tap to add 1 mana of any color, and tap to add 1 mana of any color. Normal Tidespout Tyrant, won't read this one. Old Border Deathrush, jeez, that looks gorgeous. Golgari Hybrid for a creature Elf Shaman, it's a 1/2. Tap to exile target land from a graveyard, add 1 mana of any color. Black, tap, exile target instant or sorcery from a graveyard, each opponent loses 2 life. Or green, tap, exile target creature card from a graveyard, you gain 2 life. Sphinx's Rev, oof, that's a little standard PTSD from back then. X, white and 2 blue for an instant, you gain X life and you draw X cards. Rector's Guildgate, Old Border Skullcrack, Demir Guildgate, and then our Signet, and actually these would just be our uncommons here. Dang it. And then our commons. Alright, next one up. Spirit. Bottle Cloister. Actually, I found out that this combo is really nice with Ensnaring Bridge. 4 mana for an artifact. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, exile all cards from your hand face down. Beginning of your upkeep, return all cards you own exiled with Bottle Cloister to your hand, and then draw a card. Japanese Pack Rat. Nice, I won't read it because we've already discussed it. However, that's some cool artwork. Cindervines, red and a green for an enchantment in the Old Border. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, it deals 1 damage to that player. 1, sacrifice Cindervines, destroy an artifact or enchantment, and it deals 2 damage to that permanent's controller. Foil Priest of the Forgotten Gods, again, another Ravnica staple. 1 and a black for a creature human cleric, it's a 1/2. Tap, sacrifice 2 other creatures. Any number of target players each lose 2 life, and sacrifice a creature, you add 2 black and draw a card. Foil Old Border Crackling Drake. Very nice. Terramander in Old Border, as with Face Fetters. Guildgate, and our uncommons and our commons. Alright, next one up. Bird. Foil Old Border Cindervines, we just had this one. Ooh, extended art, full art Blood Crypt, that's real nice. It's the Swamp and Mountain, and when it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. Perfect. Another Bottle Cloister. Lazav the Multifarious, blue and a black for a legendary creature Shapeshifter. When it enters the battlefield, you surveil 1 X, and it becomes a copy of a target creature card in your graveyard with mana value X, except its name is Lazav. It's legendary in addition to its other types, and it has this ability. Very, very cool right there. Foil Old Border Arborea Glazer. Is it Charm in Old Border? Call the Conclave in Old Border. Our Guildgate. Putrefy back with the original artwork too. Guild Mage, and the rest of our commons. Right there. Alright, let's get to the next pack, shall we? Alright. Foil full art Stomping Grounds. It's the Mountain Forest. It's the red-green one. That's beautiful. Ooh, we've got the anime artwork Tomic Distinguished Advocate. White for a legendary creature, 2/3 with flying. Lands in the battlefield and lands in graveyards. You can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control, and your opponents can't play land cards from graveyards. Old Border Temple Garden. Very nice. This is actually pretty packed in. Got Thrash and Threat. So for 2 Gruul hybrid, it's an instant. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Or Threat for 2 red and green for a sorcery to create a 4/4 red and green beast with token with trample. Ooh, Old Border Light up the stage. I might have to replace these for my mono red deck for Pioneer, because these look amazing. Even just in the Old Border. Vindictive Vampire, also in the Old Border. Old Border Skewer the Critics. And then we've got our Signet, and our Uncommons, and our Commons. Alright, next one up. Alright. Ooh, Cryptghast in Old Border and foil. 3 and a black for a creature spirit with Extort, and whenever you tap to add Swamp for mana, add an additional black. This was the Cabal Coffers if you couldn't afford the Cabal Coffers back in the day. Godless Shrine. Nice. I just need the Sacred Fountain. I've got at least one of each of the full extended arts. It's the plain Swamp. It's the black-white shock. Blazing Archon, 6 and triple white for a creature. Archon, it's a 5/6 with flying, and then creatures can't attack you. Simple. Tidespout Tyrant, we read this earlier, but this is the regular foil. Foil Dimir Guildgate, Staff of Safety, and Guildgate, foil Guildgate, and our uncommons, and our commons. Next one up. Alright, token. Seal of the Guild Pack, 5 mana for an artifact. When it enters the battlefield, choose 2 colors. Each spell you cast costs 1 less to cast for each of the chosen colors it is. Birds of Paradise, my gosh, these birds are pretty. 1 green for a creature bird, 0/1 flying, tap to add 1 mana of any color. Savra, Queen of the Golgari in the Old Border. I wonder where this art's from, because I've not seen this. This might have been the Guild Kit art. 2 black and green for legendary creature Elf Shaman, 2/2. When you sacrifice a black creature, you may pay 2 life. If you do, each other player sacrifices a creature. Whenever you sacrifice a green creature, you may gain 2 life. Got Bedeck and Bedazzle. So for 2 Rakdos hybrid, you get an instant. Target creature gets +3/-3 until end of turn. Or Bedazzle at 4 black and red for an instant. Destroy target non-basic land. It deals 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Ooh, foil Old Border Farseek, very nice. Experiment 1. Old Border Persistent Petitioners, people are going to want those. And then Dimir Guildgate and our foil uncommons and commons. Foil Persistent Petitioners. Man, I wonder if those things are going to tank now. Alright, next one up. Alright, Goblin. Old Border Sacred Foundry got the trio. I kind of wanted the full art, but hey, this is still cool. It's the Boros Shockland right there. Hallowed Fountain in extended art, and then it's the Battlefield. It's the Azorius one. I don't know why I'm going to read the same text over and over. Stitch in Time, 1 blue and red for a sorcery. Flip a coin. If you win the flip, take an extra turn after this one. Blind Obedience in foil, 1 and a white for an enchantment with Extort. Artifacts and creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Ooh, foil Cloudfin Raptor. Jeez, look how nice and clean some of these cards look without the rules text. Like, that's just perfect. Got the Guildgate and a Shambling Shell. Golgari's Signet, and then our uncommons and our commons. This box was pretty good to us for shocks. Still got 2 more packs. Let's do this. Alright. Knight. Mindleech Mass. 5 blue and 2 black for a 6/6 creature horror trample. When deals combat damage to a player, you may look at that player's hand. If you do, you may cast a spell from among those cards without paying its mana cost. Really nice. Ooh, Hellkite Tyrant. 4 and 2 red for a creature dragon to 6/5 with flying and trample. And when it deals combat damage to a player, gain control of all artifacts that player controls. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 20 or more artifacts, you win the game. With the invention of treasures, this is actually pretty doable nowadays. Master of Cruelties. This is a classic that I remember from Dragon's Maze. 3 black and red for a creature demon. It's a 1/4 with a creature demon with first strike and death touch. It can only attack alone. And when it attacks a player and isn't blocked, that player's life total becomes 1. Master of Cruelties assigns no combat damage this combat. Cindervines. Guildgate. Sky Hussar. Drift of Phantasms. Foil Old Border Godless Shrine. We've been killing it with these. Pit Dragon. And so these will be our uncommons and commons. Come on. I just want the full border Boros one. Alright. Last pack. Last pack. Knight. Foil full art Birds of Paradise in foil. Udvara Hellkite in the anime artwork too, which is nice. And that Birds is the anime artwork too. Old Border Stomping Grounds. Very nice. Got Revival and Revenge. So for Revival, it's 2 Orzhov Hybrid. Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Or Revenge. 4 white and black. Double your life total. Target opponent loses half their life. Rounded up. Turnabout. Cool. Nice little... Actually, this is a promo artwork because it's got Ralzeric on it. 2 and 2 blue for an instant. Choose artifact, creature, or land. Tap all untapped permanents of the chosen type target player controls. Or untap all tapped permanents of that type that target that player controls. Utopia Sprawl in Old Border. Rakdos Guildgate. Is it Guildgate? And we've got our uncommons and commons for this last pack. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe. It lets people know that I exist. And I'm making these videos mostly for my entertainment, but if you're entertained as well, that's awesome. You can find me on Facebook, or you can follow me on Twitter. Links are down below. You can also find me at the Planeswalker Pantheon on Twitter. Sorry, on Facebook. Mixing up the socials. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.